Toastmasters! I have no idea what I'm going to say. Toastmasters, my name is Robert Yee and I am a member of Pointe-Claire Toastmasters in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I have won some table topics and I've lost some table topics, and I sat down with a couple of my colleagues and we went over what makes a winning table topic, what makes a losing table topic, and what's the difference. I've come up with 3 simple rules to follow to help you win at table topics. Win at table topics. The first thing we need to remember, table topics is a game. These aren't rules that you absolutely have to do, it's just my suggestions. Rule number 1, embrace a lie. Am I telling you to lie? I'm not telling you to lie. Embrace a lie. Why would you want to embrace a lie? In table topics, there's essentially 2 types of questions. The first type of question that you get asked is something you don't know the answer to, or there is no answer. You need to come up with an answer. You need to invent something. They're going to force you to lie. If you don't know the answer, what are you going to do? Embrace a lie. So they put you down a path of needing to lie. The other type of question that they often ask is, I call these value-based questions. What would you take out of a house if it were on fire? What would you do if you won the lottery? What would you do if you could cure a disease? They ask you value-based questions. Most people, when they get asked a value-based question, they want to tell the truth. I mean, most people tell the truth. Isn't it true? Most people just want to tell the truth. I'm not a liar, I'm not a liar. But here, you can lie. The problem when people tell the truth is you're limited to that truth. You don't really want to step out of the boundaries of what that truth might be. And you also get flooded with all sorts of memories and emotions of what a truth that had happened to you. So while you're juggling in your mind trying to remember the order of the story that happened, you get caught. You can tell a lie, even on a value-based question. So since 55% of the judging is based on your content and its organization, it only makes sense to tell a lie. You know, when you start telling a lie, and almost everyone has told a lie, some people are great liars. Once you start telling a lie, you start going down a path and you get to control where the story is going to go because you're not confined to the truth. Lies by themselves get bigger and bigger and bigger. They turn into their own stories. That's why you should start by telling a lie. Rule number 2, make it believable. Make it believable. Absolutely believe your lie. If possible, step up and immediately start telling a lie and believe it. The best salespeople believe what they're selling. You're trying to sell us on a story now. If you work in advertising, marketing, you own your own business, in some way, you're telling a lie. Make it believable. Believe your lie. How can you make your lie believable? You know that stuff you want to talk about, all of that truth you were so compelled to talk about? Take some of that truth and sprinkle it over your lie, and your lie will become believable. I'll give you an example. We had a value-based question, and the question was, what would you take out of your house if your house were on fire? I stepped up and immediately said, I've actually been in a house that's been on fire, which was a lie. And then I proceeded to tell a story of things that were true. How I had a favorite toy, and I could talk about the toy. I could talk about my family members, which was all true. But we were never in a house fire. So I took true elements and embedded them into my lie. Rule number 3, end on a high note. End on a high note. Every speech in Toastmasters we know you should end on a high note. Make it persuasive, inspire us, motivate us, and especially in table topics, make us laugh. Humor is always the best seller. You think about it, you could have the worst day in the world, but then something happens at the end of the day that's really happy, and suddenly your whole day has become good. The same thing happens in table topics. Make sure you end on a high note. Those 3 rules, if you follow them, embrace a lie, sprinkle it with truth, and make it believable by believing it yourself, and then end on a high note. I think those are the 3 things you need to remember, and you should win at TableTopics. It's just a game. You're lying for 2 minutes. It's not a lifetime of lies. It's not a lifetime of lies. Thanks, Toastmasters. Have fun.